Hello, and welcome to Coffee on Korriban. I thought we'd do something a little bit different today. We'll try something really relaxing and therapeutic, I guess, if you want to call it that. I believe the kids kind of call this type of video ASMR or something like that. I don't know what that stands for, but it's supposed to be very quiet, and you can hear different sounds, such as sips. But we're going to read the Revenge of the Sith Non-Canon original draft, I believe, of the movie, something like that. I just searched up Revenge of the Sith script, and this is what popped up. It is 138 pages long. We're obviously not going to get to all that today in this video, but if this is something that you'd like to see recurring in future videos, let me know down in the comments below. And this isn't something that's supposed to really capture your attention and you're watching, like one of my live streams, but if you're driving and you just want to hear something relaxing or soothing, and hopefully you put this on and you listen. And if you're wanting something that's very entertaining, save this video for later, come back to it, watch it later. I think you'll enjoy it because we're going to get into the script, and I want you to imagine these scenes from Revenge of the Sith playing out in your head, and then we'll figure out how they differ from what we have here in this script. But we're going to get into this. Thank you very much for watching. Sit back, relax, grab your darkest brew, and enjoy Revenge of the Sith, the non-canon draft. Exterior, space. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a vast sea of stars serves as the backdrop for the main title, followed by a roll-up, which crawls into infinity. War. The Republic is crumbling under attacks by the ruthless Sith Lord Count Dooku. There are heroes on both sides. Evil is everywhere. In a stunning move, the fiendish droid leader General Grievous has swept into the Republic capital and kidnapped Chancellor Palpatine, leader of the Galactic Senate. As the Separatist droid army attempts to flee the besieged capital with their valuable hostage, two Jedi Knights lead a desperate mission to rescue the captive Chancellor. Pan down to reveal a Republic attack cruiser. Continue to pan with the cruiser as two Jedi starfighters enter and head toward an enemy battlecruiser. Truck with the Jedi fighters as they maneuver in unison, dodging flak and enemy laser fire. R2-D2 is on Anakin's ship. R4-P17 is on Obi-Wan's ship. A giant space battle is revealed as the tiny Jedi ships continue their assault in synchronous ballet. Interior of Obi-Wan's starfighter cockpit in space. Obi-Wan bounces through the flak with a frown. His ship rocks violently. Interior of Anakin's starfighter cockpit in space. Anakin smiles as he blasts a Trade Federation droid drop fighter. Page 2. Do you think I should say page 2 or just keep going? Leave you guys wondering where we're at. I don't know. And make sure you hit like or dislike if you're enjoying this so far. I would greatly appreciate it. Anakin. There isn't a droid made that you can outfly, Master, and no other way to get to the Chancellor. Obi-Wan. Look out! 4 droids inbound. Exterior, Coruscant, space battle. The two Jedi fighters swerve in unison as 4 Trade Federation droid drop fighters attack. After several clever moves by the Jedi, 2 of the Federation droid drop fighters collide with each other in a ball of flame. Interior, Obi-Wan's starfighter cockpit in space. Obi-Wan struggles to maintain control of his ship. We've got to split them up. Anakin. Break left. Fly through the guns on that tower. Obi-Wan flies to the left of a huge tower on a Republic cruiser. The 2 droid drop fighters follow. Easy for you to say. Why am I always the bait? Don't worry. I'm coming around behind you. Obi-Wan deftly maneuvers around a large starship superstructure, but the 2 droid fighters stay on his tail, blasting him with intense laser fire. Anakin, they're all over me. Dead ahead, closing. Lock onto him, R2. R2 beeps his reply as Anakin swoops in for the kill. He blasts one of the droid drop fighters. It explodes. I think that'll just be the thing that I'll have to do is take a sip after each page. And then that's how you'll know what page we're on, I guess. We got him, R2. Anakin blasts away at the second droid drop fighter as R2 beeps an angry warning. I copy, R2. I'm going down on the deck. Good idea. I need some room to maneuver, though. Obi-Wan dives toward the surface of one of the larger Trade Federation battleships and is forced to fly through a maelstrom of laser flak. He skims the surface, followed by the droid drop fighter, which is followed by Anakin. Cut right. Do you hear me? Cut right. Don't let him get a handle on you. Come on, R2. Lock on. Lock on. R2 beeps. The crosshairs merge on the droid drop fighter. Hurry up. I don't like this. Obi-Wan flies through a narrow gap between the two towers on the battleship. The droid drop fighter hits one of Obi-Wan's wings with a laser blast. Parts of his ship go flying around Obi-Wan's astro droid, R4. Ouch! R4 beeps a blue streak. Don't even try to fix it, R4. I've shut it down. We're locked on. We've got him. Anakin drops in behind the droid drop fighter and blows him apart. R2 squeals with delight. Yeah, we got him. Good going, R2. Next time, you're the bait. Now let's find the command ship and get on with it. R4 beeps a blue streak. Lock on them, R2. Master, General Grievous's ship is directly ahead. R2 beeps a reply, and it reads out Anakin's cockpit. The one crawling with vulture droids. Interior, Obi-Wan starfighter cockpit. I see it. Oh, this is going to be easy. Ahead is a Trade Federation cruiser with bat-like droid vulture droids stalking around the hull. The vulture fighters transform into flight configuration, lift off the cruiser, and attack the Jedi starfighters. Come on, Master. Not this time. There's too much at stake. We need help. Oddball, do you copy? Copy, Red Leader. Mark my position and form your squad up behind me. We're on your tail, General Kenobi. Set S-foils in attack position. The protective ray shield lowers on the main hangar of the Trade Federation cruiser, and 6 new droid fighters emerge and join the droid vulture fighters headed towards the Jedi. The Jedi starfighters extend the stability foils on the end of their wings. This is where the fun begins. 10 vulture droids coming straight ahead, coming down the left side. R2 beeps a worried message. Add 5 tri-fighters on the right. I'm going head to head. I see you. Take it easy, Anakin. 4 clone fighters move into formation behind the Jedi. I'm on your right, Red Leader. Incoming. R2 squeals as 5 droid tri-fighters pass by at high speed on the right. 5 more on the right. 4 more vulture droid fighters pass at high speed from the left. All hell breaks loose. Obi-Wan and Anakin continue to fly in unison, backing up each other. R2 squeals as usual. You know, for something that is supposed to be relaxing, this is rather intense, don't you think? I mean, I'm not sure how you're supposed to read through such an intense action scene peacefully. Although it does make me very excited for when we get to the lightsaber duels. Like, how is it going to be portrayed in here? I'm really looking forward to it. Here we go. The Jedi ship splits up and make a quick loop around the droid tri-fighters, ending up behind them, blasting away. The droid tri-fighters explode. I'm going high and right. Hang on. There are 4 more of them. Stay with me. Swing back and right. Help me engage. Now back off. Let them pass between us. I'm coming around on your tail. All right, engage. And hurry. These droids are over me. In one incredible move, Anakin swings in behind the droid tri-fighters, blowing them away, one by one, until there is only one left. R2 chirps. R2 lets out a howl as Anakin accelerates past the last droid tri-fighter, slams on his brakes, flips the fighter around, and blasts the fighter from the front. R2 beeps frantically as they fly through the debris of the destroyed ships. Anakin looks behind him. How many are back there, R2? R2 beeps. 3, 4, that's not good. Anakin, you have 4 on your tail. I know. 4 more closing from your left. I know. Brake right and go high. I'm going low and left. Obi-Wan shakes his head. Obi-Wan Kenobi to himself. He still has much to learn. Anakin swoops low and skims across a Trade Federation battleship, dodging flak as R2 bounces along, trying to get out a sentence. Hang on, R2. Obi-Wan, do you copy? I'm going to pull them through the needle. Too dangerous. First Jedi rule, survive. Sorry. No choice. Come down here and thin them out a little. Obi-Wan drops in behind the droid Vulture fighters chasing Anakin. R4 beeps to his master. Just keep me steady. Hold on. Not yet. Now brake left. Obi-Wan fires as he swings across the back of the Vulture droids, blasting 4 of them away. Anakin heads for a trench along the surface of one of the Trade Federation battleships. He flies into the trench, which ends in a conning tower with a small slit between 2 main struts. You'll never get through there, Anakin. It's too tight. R2 beeps nervously. Easy, R2. We've done this before. Use the Force. Think yourself through. The ship will follow. R2 squeals in a panic. On the view screen, R2's squeal reads out, We are not going to make it. Wrong thought, R2. Anakin slips through the narrow gap. The trailing Vulture droid fighters crash. I'm through. Obi-Wan continues firing on the Vulture droid fighters, driving them into the explosion. A clone fighter is hit and explodes, spewing debris. The clone pilot spins off into space. It's funny, I remember that from the movie, that the ship explodes and the one clone flies out, and you see him fly past the ships. It's really, really cool how some of this actually made it into the film. This is fascinating. I'm really enjoying this. Hopefully you guys are as well. And if you're brand new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, you can do that if you'd like. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's not something you have to do, and definitely don't smash the like button because I'd never ask you to do that. Just tap it because you're probably watching on your phone anyway. Just tap it. I'd hate for you to break your phone. Finally, Obi-Wan peels off and swings around, pulling up alongside Anakin. Clone Fight Squad 7 battles the droids. There are too many of them. Clone Pilot 2. I'm on your wing. Brake left. Brake left. They're all over me. Get them off my... The clone's ship explodes. I'm going to help them out. No. They're doing their job so we can do ours. Head for the command ship. Another clone fighter is hit, bursts into flames, and spins off into space. A Vulture droid fighter raises its head to locate its target and fires missiles at them. Missiles! Pull up! Anakin and Obi-Wan brake right and left, and the missiles follow them. Anakin does a barrel roll spin, causing the missiles following him to collide and explode. 2 missiles continue to chase Obi-Wan. He banks sharply to the right, then to the left, causing one of the missiles to overshoot. They overshot us! The second missile streaks next to Obi-Wan's fighter and explodes. Obi-Wan's ship rocks, and R4 screams as the starfighter rips through the explosion. Debris flies all around them. They're coming around. All right, R4. No, nothing too fancy. Surge all power units, R2. Stand by to reverse thrusters. Anakin spins his starfighter. The missiles spin and collide. We got him, R2. 2 missiles continue to track Obi-Wan. Flying is for droids! Suddenly, Obi-Wan shudders, and his ship starts to plummet toward the surface of the Trade Federation cruiser. The trailing missiles fly into what looks like debris and detonate. 5 silver balls fly out of the debris and attach themselves onto the ship. the balls pop open, revealing small buzz droids that begin to crawl across the surface like spiders. "I'm hit, Anakin!" "I see them. Buzz droids." The buzz droids crawl across Obi-Wan's ship and start to tear it apart. Sparks erupt. Where the buzz droids break into the wiring, one of the buzz droids goes after R4. "R4, be careful, you have one..." R4's head gets ripped off and flies away. "Oh dear, they're shutting down all the controls." "Move to the right so I can get a clear shot." "The mission, get to the command ship, get the Chancellor, I'm running out of tricks here." Anakin moves into position just off Obi-Wan's left side and angles his ship so his guns are pointing at the droids crawling over Obi-Wan's starfighter. Anakin fires and vaporizes the two buzz droids, along with the left wing of Obi-Wan's ship. "In the name of..." "Steady, steady." "Anakin, hold your fire, hold your fire. You're not helping here." "I agree, bad idea. Swing right. Ease over. Steady." Wait, I can't see a thing. My cockpit's fogging. They're all over me, Anakin." "Move to the right." "Hold on, Anakin. You're gonna get us both killed. Now get out of here. There's nothing more you can do." "I'm not leaving without you, Obi-Wan." Anakin moves his ship next to Obi-Wan's and tries to physically knock the buzz droids off. 5 are left. He manages to get one off, but badly dents Obi-Wan's ship in the process. One of the buzz droids tears a piece off of the front of Obi-Wan's ship. Flames burst. More smoke billows out, obscuring the Jedi's view. Anakin knocks off 3 of the buzz droids, and the 4th crawls out onto Anakin's ship and starts attacking R2. He fights the buzz droid. "Blast it, I can't see. My controls are gone." "Get him, R2. Watch out." "R2, hit the buzz droid's center eye." R2 extends an arm and aims a stream of electricity at the swerving buzz droid. The buzz droid is hit squarely in the eye and falls off the ship. "Yeah, you got him. Great, R2. Stay on my wing. The General's command ship is dead ahead. Easy. Pull up. Head for the hangar." "Have you noticed the shields are still up?" "Oh, sorry, Master." Anakin streaks ahead of Obi-Wan's disintegrating Jedi fighter and blasts the shield generator. It sparks and explodes. "Oh, I have a bad feeling about this." Interior of the main hangar in the Trade Federation cruiser. The shield door drops away, and Obi-Wan crashes on the deck of the hangar bay, engulfed in a fantail of sparks. A set of blast doors start slamming shut across the hangar opening as material is sucked into space. Anakin, as only he can, maneuvers around the oncoming junk and flies into the hangar just as the blast doors slam shut. Obi-Wan ignites his lightsaber and cuts his way out of the cockpit. He jumps deer just as his ship explodes. I would assume it means to say clear, but it actually does say deer. Interesting. I've noticed a few little mistakes in here so far, which is really funny because seems like a pretty rough draft. I don't know where I got this. Simplyscripts.com. I hope it's legit. If it's not, it's really good. So there's that. But there are some mistakes in here that I've noticed so far. Battle droids rush at him from all directions. Anakin jumps out of his ship and cuts his way through the battle droids to where Obi-Wan is fighting. R2 pops out of the ship and follows Anakin. "R2, locate the Chancellor." "Tap into the ship's computers." They cut down the last of the droids and follow R2 over to a computer wall socket. The 2 Jedi fight off 4 more droids as R2 tries to find the Chancellor. Finally, a hologram of the Trade Federation ship appears. "The Chancellor's signal is coming from right there, the observation platform at the top of the spire." "I sense Count Doo's presence." "I sense a trap." "Next move?" "Spring the trap." The Jedi start to leave. R2 follows. "R2, go back. I need you to stay with the ship." "Here, take this, and wait for orders." Obi-Wan tosses the comlink to R2. Interior of the bridge, Trade Federation cruiser. General Grievous enters the bridge of the cruiser, followed by his 2 bodyguards. He walks to the front of the bridge and stands in front of the Nemoidian captain.
"What's the situation, Captain?"
"The 2 Jedi have landed in the main hangar bay."
"Just as Count Dooku predicted. See to it they find their way to him."
Maybe that captain is supposed to be a droid captain. I don't know why I said Nemoidian. But it is what it is. Interior of the hangar of the Trade Federation cruiser. Anakin and Obi-Wan head for the elevator. A door opens in the hallway, and 2 of General Grievous's bodyguards confront the Jedi. "Anakin!" "Ready." They use their lightsabers to cut a large circle in the floor. Interior of the generator room on the Trade Federation cruiser. I gotta start drinking more of this. The 2 Jedi cut their way down several floors into a large generator room. Huge explosions outside the ship have caused several large pipes overhead to break, and fluid is spewing everywhere. The Jedi get up and turn off their lightsabers. Kenobi dips his hand into the fluid and sniffs it. "Fuel. The slightest charge from our sabers will send this ship into oblivion. That's why they stopped shooting." "Well then, we're safe for the time being. Your idea of safe is not the same as mine." They run. Explosions rattle the ship, and pipes continue to burst around them, spilling more fuel into the hallway. At the far end, 6 super battle droids drop into the fuel. The sounds of shield doors closing and locking echo throughout the hallway. They pass several large power generators, which are topped with sparking excess power dischargers. "They're sealing this section off. 6 droids coming our way." The last of the doors can be heard closing in the distance. The 2 Jedi pull themselves through the narrow vent shaft until they reach a small hatch in the side of the tube. "Here's a way out." As the super battle droids reach the opening in the ceiling, and the fuel gets to within a few feet of the power generator sparks, the Jedi work with the keyboard on the pressure lock, opening the latch. Interior of a small passageway, Trade Federation cruiser. The 2 Jedi climb into a small passageway and slam the hatch shut. They make their way through the ever-shrinking shaft until they reach the end. Interior of a wide hallway, Trade Federation cruiser. The 2 Jedi wait for an elevator to arrive. They turn around and see they're face to face with 3 destroyer droids. The droids start blasting away. Anakin deflects the bolts. Obi-Wan frantically pushes the elevator button several more times. "Destroyers!" Finally, the door opens, and they rush inside under a hail of laser bolts. The elevator door slides shut. The Jedi turn to see battle droids standing behind them. "Drop your weapons!" The Jedi activate their lightsabers and destroy all the battle droids. It's very funny. It's really cool because I can completely picture all of these scenes in my head. And there's a few things added. I've noticed a few things added, a few things that are missing that were added later into the actual movie. But this is really interesting to see the difference. I hope you guys are enjoying this because I am. Let's get another sip. Interior hangar, Trade Federation cruiser. R2-D2 notices 2 super battle droids entering the hangar. He moves and hides behind Anakin's starfighter. Interior elevator, Trade Federation cruiser. The elevator begins to move and screeches to a stop. "Well, there's more than one way out of here." Anakin ignites his lightsaber. "We don't want to get out. We want to get moving. R2, do you copy? Activate elevator." Looks at the control panel. 31174. The elevator begins moving. Interior, General Grievous's quarters. Trade Federation cruiser. The elevator door opens, and the two Jedi carefully make their way into the main room of the General's quarters. At the far end sits Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. Anakin and Obi-Wan move toward the Chancellor. As they get closer, they see a very distressed look on the Chancellor's face. "Chancellor, are you all right?" "Count Dooku." Quietly. Palpatine makes a small gesture with his hand. Obi-Wan and Anakin turn around. The elevator doors open as Count Dooku strides into the room. He's on a balcony above the Jedi with 2 super battle droids. Dooku executes a forward flip down the main level like a man half his age. Obi-Wan and Anakin throw off their cloaks and ignite their lightsabers. It's getting good. It's getting real good.
The master and his apprentice, how little things have changed.
Obi-Wan and Anakin move toward the wily Count. "You won't get away this time, Dooku." Obi-Wan and Anakin charge Count Dooku. A great sword fight ensues.
"I've been looking forward to this."
"My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count." Actually, it doesn't say Count. Oh my gosh, I was just going off of memory there. It says, "My powers have doubled since the last time we met."
"Good. Twice the pride, double the fall."
Dooku lunges at the Jedi, and they fall back.
"Your moves are clumsy, Kenobi. Too predictable. You'll have to do better."
As the battle proceeds, Obi-Wan and Dooku are tired. Anakin grows stronger as he becomes angry. He takes the attack to Dooku. The Count throws Obi-Wan back using the Force. Anakin and Dooku move up the stairs. As they reach the upper landing of the General's quarters, Anakin leaps over the Count. Obi-Wan reaches the top of the stairs, destroying 2 super battle droids. Dooku holds Obi-Wan in the air, using the Force, turns and kicks Skywalker out of frame. Obi-Wan is choking. Anakin hits the archway. Dooku sends Kenobi flying. The Jedi tumbles to the lower level, unconscious. Dooku spins around again and, using the Force, collapses a section of the balcony onto Obi-Wan. Anakin spins and kicks the Count, sending him over the balcony. Anakin jumps, following him down to the main floor. They continue their vicious fight.
"I sense great fear in you, Skywalker. You have hate, you have anger, but you don't use them."
Anakin regains his composure and attacks Dooku as the Dark Lord continues his spin to meet him head-on. Anakin attacks Dooku with a new ferocity. Their fighting becomes even more intense. Finally, in one last energized charge, Anakin cuts off both Dooku's hands. The Jedi catches the lightsaber as it drops from the Sith Lord's severed hand. Dooku stumbles to the floor in shock as Anakin puts the 2 lightsabers to his neck. Palpatine is grinning as he watches the evil Count's defeat. "Good, Anakin, good. I knew you could do it. Kill him. Kill him now." "I shouldn't." Dooku is bewildered by the Chancellor's vicious order.
"Do it."
The helpless Count's eyes widen. He cannot believe his legendary life will end like this. Anakin cuts off Dooku's head. A huge explosion somewhere deep in the ship rattles everything. I couldn't stop myself."
"You did well, Anakin. He was too dangerous to be kept alive.
Believe me, the galaxy will be a much better place without him." Anakin tosses Dooku's lightsaber to the floor. "Yes, but he was an unarmed prisoner." He raises his hands toward the Admiral's chair. The Chancellor's restraints pop loose. I shouldn't have done that, Chancellor. It's not the Jedi way. Palpatine stands up, rubbing his wrists.
It is only natural. You wanted revenge.
No, it wasn't like that this time. Palpatine places his hands on Anakin's shoulders.
It wasn't the first time, Anakin. Besides, he was threatening the life of the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic.
Anakin, pause. I suppose.
Should there be any inquiry, I shall vouch for your bravery. Now we really must leave before more security droids arrive.
The ship begins leaning to one side. Anakin rushes over to Obi-Wan, lifts the control console from on top of him, and pulls him free. He kneels down and checks his unconscious friend. Palpatine heads for the elevators.
Anakin, there isn't any time. We must get off the ship before it's too late.
He seems to be all right.
Leave him or we'll never make it.
His fate will be the same as ours. He picks up Obi-Wan, slings him over his shoulder, heads for the elevators. Interior of the bridge. Trade Federation cruiser. General Grievous.
Prepare for attack.
Pilot.
All batteries, fire, fire.
Interior battle stations. Republic cruiser. Clone gunners fire on the Trade Federation cruiser and take fire in return. Gun emplacements are destroyed. Clone troopers go flying. Interior elevator lobby. Trade Federation cruiser. Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Palpatine enter an elevator. Interior elevator. Anakin lays Obi-Wan down, contacts R2 via comlink. R2, we're in the same elevator as before. Get us back down to the hangar. Palpatine.
We're taking an awful risk lugging him around.
Anakin, firmly and irritated. The burden is all mine, and I don't want to hear any more talk of it. The elevator starts moving.
I apologize, Anakin. I just want this ordeal to be over with.
You'll be back in the Senate in no time. Obi-Wan snaps back to life.
Where are we?
Anakin helps him to his feet.
On our way out of here. How good to have you back with us, Master Kenobi. It's good to be back, Chancellor.
To Anakin. And Dooku? He's dead.
Dead? Our plan was to return with him as our prisoner, Anakin.
Well, things didn't go that smoothly. He wasn't exactly willing to surrender. Obi-Wan upset.
How are we going to explain this to the Council? Dooku would have been a wealth of information to us.
He never would have talked, Master. Palpatine.
Master Kenobi, if I may intervene, I witnessed the entire event. Lord Tyrannus left Anakin no alternative but to kill or be killed.
Obi-Wan looks at Anakin.
Is this true, Anakin?
Yes, Master.
Then the word of the Supreme Chancellor is good enough for me.
The elevator stops. The door opens. You know what? I think we'll leave it there for this video. If you've enjoyed this, I've enjoyed this. I hope you have as well. But this was a lot of fun. Like I said earlier, there's subtle differences between this and what we end up with in the movie. There's mistakes in here, definitely, in how it's written. But it's very exciting to see the difference, and there's a few extra little details that didn't quite make it onto screen. You can see this was kind of the bare bones framework for Revenge of the Sith. Really cool. So if you'd like me to continue this as like a series, then definitely let me know, because I want to do this, at least for the rest of this movie. I know I got like quite a few reading projects going on right now, different books that I'm reading through, and I'm like 3 chapters in each. As far as videos here on the channel. But I think this was a really good experiment. Hopefully you relaxed while listening to it. And yeah, let me know if you want me to do more of this, but I think this was really fun. Thank you very much for watching. May this dash be with you, and I will see you wherever I happen to see you in the galaxy.